Welcome in to this edition of the MLB Trade Deadline by Chat Sports. We just welcomed in our Red Sox Rundown stream. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you are a Red Sox fan, type me in the chat because I know you are. So we are simulcasting on both Chat Sports and the Red Sox Rundown. I am so excited. Let's just get right into it, Dylan. I think let's just get right into it. A big trade just went down in Major League Baseball. One that does concern the Boston Red Sox. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Liriano are headed to the San Diego Padres. We do not have the details of what's going back to Baltimore just yet. But why does this concern the Red Sox? Okay? Why does this concern the Red Sox? I think Ryan O'Hearn was your last chance at a bat. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Yandy Diaz gets traded. I'm just going to keep it $150 with you. I don't think Yandy Diaz gets traded. And I think Ryan O'Hearn was your best shot at getting a first base bat. I do. I genuinely believe that. So if you're a Red Sox fan, this one kind of stings. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not great, but it's a very interesting trade nonetheless, and A.J. Preller is going all in. A.J. Preller is going all in this season to try to make it to the World Series, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Nonetheless, it is what it is. My name is Jack Lautaret. I'm your host. We've got Dylan Summer on the ones and twos. Dylan, let's have everybody shout out their city again. We reset. We are less than an hour and a half away from the MLB Trade Deadline. I want everyone to go down below in the comments and shout out your city for me, both on the Red Sox Rundown and on Chat Sports. Shout out your city. What are we working with? How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Dylan, how are you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? Hour and a half left. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, my team's made a bunch of moves today. I can't say much about yours, but
Yankees have been active. Yankees have definitely been active.
We've heard in years past from the Yankees, they're going all in. This is like the first year in a while where I could actually see them make moves that's impacting their team, and they're giving up prospects, which they are one to not really sell the farm, and they've been a completely different story so far in this deadline.
I completely agree with you on that. And yeah, shout out your cities for me. Where are we watching from? Joey is in Minnesota. I see Jacob in Seattle. I see William in Iowa. Chris Lautaret is in Tucson. Josh Prince is in Detroit. Chua is in Hamilton City. I see Aaron saying Houston Astros. Houston Astros. I'm watching the Houston Astros from San Antonio, Texas. Let's freaking go. Let's look on the Red Sox Rundown. Where are people watching from? Nebulous is watching from New York. Fire Celtics Edits is watching from Houston. Sean is saying, so far, this is ridiculous, Toronto. Angels watching from Fort Myers, Colby, Rutland, Vermont. Christian Edwards is watching from Boston. Devin's watching from South Africa, worldwide on the Red Sox Rundown. Leo's watching from Greenville, North Carolina. A lot's happened. A lot has happened. Dylan, let's start. Let's go through some trades. Let's start with the Shane Bieber trade and just go down from there. How about that? Let's recap what's happened so far today. So Shane Bieber, this was the first big trade of the day. Shane Bieber heading to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Guardians got Carl Steven back in return. The biggest trade probably of the entire day is what the Padres did, getting Mason Miller and J.P. Sears. The Athletics got back Leo DeVries, a top 10, some consider top 5 prospect in all of baseball, with a bunch of other prospects as well. Kyle Finnegan, relief pitcher, gets traded to the Washington Nationals. Josh Randall, RJ Sales go back to the Washington Nationals in return. Harrison Bader, the Twins, complete fire sale. Harrison Bader, outfielder, heading to the Philadelphia Phillies. A few prospects go back to the Twins in return. This one was interesting. This next one. Brock Stewart goes to the Dodgers, and James Outman goes back to the Twins. James Outman has gotten major league time with the Dodgers, And this is a 1-for-1 trade, too. That was confirmed. A 1-for-1 trade. James Outman goes back to the Dodgers. That's probably the most interesting trade of the day for me, if I had to say. Very, very interesting, to say the least. Paul Sewald goes to the Detroit Tigers, and our favorite player, cash considerations, who I've heard is absolutely filthy on the diamond, goes back to the Cleveland Guardians. Cash considerations then got traded again. Cody Hewer goes to the Detroit Tigers, and cash considerations goes to the Texas Rangers. Another big trade that went down, Cedric Mullins traded to the New York Mets. The Mets have been very active so far before this deadline. 3 prospects going back to the Orioles in return. The Yankees get a relief pitcher, Jake Bird. Rock Riggio and Ben Shields go back to the Rockies. What was your thought on this trade as the fellow Yankee fan here?
I'm not opposed to it. They needed relievers. They got Bednar earlier in the day, add another guy in Bird. I mean, they need arms that can get innings for them because they've been worn down throughout the season. So I'm not opposed to it. Riggio is a lot to give up, though. He's one of their best prospects.
There you go. Dylan Summer with the analysis. I think, that bullpen needs so much help, if I may say so myself. It needs a bunch of help. So any trade for them is a good trade. A surprising trade, to say the least. Carlos Correa heads home. He's going back to the Minnesota Twins, which, by the way, we did just get a report from John Heyman. The Astros are working to try to land Dylan Cease. No word if it's done, but they are talking. So it looks like Cease might be headed to the Houston Astros. The Astros made another trade right after this as well. Jesus Sanchez goes to the Astros. Ryan Gusto goes back to the Miami Marlins. Danny Colombe, is that what we... Colombe? I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to butcher that name until the end of time. Goes to the Texas Rangers. The Rangers make a move. Ricky. Full details TBA is going to give the Twins a ring. Dude, you got cash considerations and full details TBA are a dynamic 1-2 punch that's going to win any team a World Series. I'm just going to say that off the top. Full details TBA going back to the Twins. When we get more details, obviously, we will fill them in. And then the most recent trade, another big trade. AJ Preller is on it today. He is a madman at the deadline. Ryan O'Hearn, Ramon Liriano are going to the San Diego Padres. I did see part of the return. Let me find that tweet. Oh, man, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I saw part of the return. Boston Bateman is one of the names going back to the Baltimore Orioles. So we will have our fellow San Diego Padres expert, Xavier, come in a little bit later once the full details are in. But yeah, that was that's it so far. That's what we're rocking with so far. Full return. Who's this return for? We got a full return for a trade. Let me see what trade it's for. We got the return for the Jesus Sanchez trade. Okay, so I'm not really worried about that one. You guys let me know down below in the comments. We're also going to get Dylan on. So everyone, welcome Dylan on. How many trades today? 9.5. M for more, L for less, and that's of this afternoon. I think we've had, let me do the math here. Correa, I counted. We've had 4. We've had 4 so far. So do we think there's going to be more? Do we think there's going to be less? M for more, L for less? Dylan, what do you think?
Just based off of how the day's been going so far, I'm going to go more.
I think I'm going to go more too. I think I'm going to side with more as well. I think that there's going to be a lot coming out of this that's going to be very interesting. But you guys let me know. M for more, L for less. I see Josh Prince going with M for more. Jacob's going with M as well. Donta is going with less. Joey's going with more as well. I'm going to look over at the Red Sox rundown, see what everyone's saying over there. Did I lose that one? Where did that go? Oh, there it is. L for more, M for less. What are we doing on the Red Sox rundown? How are we feeling? We got 150 people watching on the Red Sox rundown. If you're on the Red Sox rundown right now, like the video, because we've got 150 people watching, only 17 likes. Like the video and subscribe if you have not already. We're going to have full breakdown of anything happening around the Red Sox. Like the video and subscribe. And also on our main chat sports coverage as well. like the video, and hit that subscribe button. Robert Harris is going to go with more. I see the Bright Wolf going with more. Chris Lautaret, my mom, is going with more. I see Nicholas is going with more. Israel Lopez is going with more. Brian Webster's going with more. Aaron, more. I think that's kind of the consensus here, is that there's going to be more trades coming. And we've already got the reports on a few of them, talking about the what am I trying? Dylan Cease and Merrill Kelly. I think you're going to get a few of those guys to go. It's going to be very, very interesting to see nonetheless. Let's talk about Luis Robert, shall we? Let's talk about Luis Robert. So this came earlier today. Luis Robert continues to draw interest on the market. The White Sox are seeking an MLB guy and 2 prospects in return. The Phillies, Mets, and possibly the Padres are in the race. And then there were reports that came out after this that the market is kind of fizzled. So I don't know if Luis Robert ends up going. I think that the White Sox are comfortable standing pat and bringing him back next year. Would people like to bring him in? Maybe. But even if you look at his stats, he hasn't been that good this year. Here's something from Jim Bowden as well. He says that there are continued conversations. The Mets, Phillies, Padres still involved. The Mets went out, and honestly, all 3 of these teams are cooked now. Because the Mets got Cedric Mullins, the Phillies got Harrison Bader, and the Padres just got Ramon Liriano.
Yeah, I don't think any of those teams are going to try to get Robert now.
I
mean, the market right now for center field has pretty much been filled for each of those teams. Like we just saw with the Mullins trade, as you just said, Bader, and now with O'Hearn. Like it seems like he's not going to be moved now unless another team comes to the mix.
Yeah. New report from John Heyman. Cease to Houston is progressing. Astros might get a reliever too if the deal can be completed. Oh man, I don't love that. Are the Astros going to screw around and become a powerhouse? Not the biggest fan of that. But Bob Nightingale had the report the Padres can now move. Oh, actually, we just got a Luis Robert update. The Mets and White Sox held talks about Luis Robert in the recent hours, but a trade didn't happen. Then obviously they went and got Cedric Mullins. I don't think Luis Robert gets traded at the end of the day. Like the video. Let's do a little like tracker here. Like the video and help us, if you want your favorite team to make a trade, like the video. It's as simple as that. If you want your favorite team to make a trade, like the video. We have 75 likes on our main chat sports channel. How many are we up to on the Red Sox Rundown? 37 likes on the Red Sox. Okay, if you're watching on the Red Sox Rundown right now, every single person watching on the Red Sox Rundown right now should like the video. Because I know every single Red Sox fan wants Craig Breslow to make a trade. So everyone in the Red Sox Rundown should be liking the video right now. And the fact that you haven't is a little concerning to me. Because I think we all want Craig Breslow to make a trade. On our main chat sports channel, 82 likes. You guys are doing fan-freaking-tastic. If you want your favorite team to make a trade, like the video right now. Let's do favorite team and we'll talk about them. Let's do that one. Let's play a little game here. We've got an hour and 15 minutes left. There should be a weigh-in option, and you'll see it says we'll talk about. Let's find that one real quick. So I want to play a little bit of game. I want to get the chat rate flowing. here. I want to get people talking. We got our first super chat on main, by the way. I'll send you that link in a second. I forgot to send you those at the beginning. We did get our first super chats. There it is. Yeah, let's throw that one up. I just sent you the link to the super chats. Shout out your favorite team. I'm going to give you 30 seconds, okay? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to shout out your favorite team, and then I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. 30 seconds. Spam your favorite team in the chat. The first team that I see, we will talk about. So I want you to spam them. Spam them, spam them, spam them, spam them, spam. Get the chat rate flowing. Get the chat rate flowing. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm not looking. I got my hand above the chat. I'm not looking. 68 likes on Red Sox Rundown. Unacceptable. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Spam your favorite team. Spam your favorite team. Spam your favorite team. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see the Cubs from Robert Harris. Let's talk about the Cubs. Dylan, if you want to throw up their team card, let's talk a little bit about the Cubs. So, they have traded for Michael Soroka from the Washington Nationals and Andrew Kittredge from the Baltimore Orioles. A little disappointing, I think, so far, that they have not materialized a major trade. I probably would have liked for them to get a little more aggressive. They've been in all of the rumors. They've been in a million different rumors, but they just haven't, no trade has materialized yet. So I still think they should be active. I still think they're looking for a starting pitcher. I know they've been linked to both Joe Ryan and MacKenzie Gore, but I just don't know if those what I think they're doing is trying to shoot for the stars when those players might not necessarily be available. I also know I saw a report. Let me pull up their MLB pipeline real quick. I saw a report that they are not willing to give up Moises Ballesteros. I probably butchered that, and I apologize if I did. Their number 2 prospect in their system. They are not willing to give him up whatsoever. So, with that being said, if they're trying to get a Joe Ryan or a MacKenzie Gore, that's not going to happen without Moises. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, man, I'm a big fan of the Cubs, but I would have liked to see them do more. And at this point, with about an hour and 10 minutes left until the deadline, I don't know if they are. So if I were a Cubs fan, I'd be a little bit disappointed at where they currently stand. Bill Pollock, first super chat of the day. Let's go, Bill. Should the Braves trade for Mark McGwire? I think the Braves should trade for Mark McGwire. I think they should trade for Barry Bonds. I think they should trade for David Ortiz. I think they should bring in Pedro Martinez. I think all the help they can get. On the real, though, the Braves are so out of it this year, which is a big surprise. I thought that they were a prime bounce-back contender this year, bringing back Spencer Strider, bringing back Ronald Acuna Jr. But they have disappointed. Can you pull up the NL East standings real quick? The Braves have disappointed. Just take a second to look at these standings. They're going to make you shriek. When the Miami Marlins are games and games and games ahead of you, that's bad. You are a game and a half up on the Nationals for last place in the NL East. You want to talk about the biggest disappointment this year? It's the Miami Marlins. Not the Miami Marlins. It's the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves are the biggest disappointment in baseball this year. At least for me. I thought they were going to be a prime bounce-back contender. And they've broken my little old heart. They've broken my little old heart. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. We do have a super chat menu today. We'll show you guys it in a second. It's pretty self-explanatory. I kept it simple today. I didn't want to make it overly complicated. I wanted to make it simple so that everyone could get involved. $5 is easy. We'll talk about your team. Go in depth like we did on the Cubs. Talk about your team. Tell you what I think they should do, what they shouldn't do. And you'll get a raffle ticket. If you send in $10, you'll get 3 raffle tickets. And $100 equals a beer bong. And that's every $100. So someone doesn't have to send in a $100 super chat. It's any $100 super chat. And what are we giving away? We're giving away your very own Chat Sports hat. You cannot buy these online. These are Chat Sports live stream exclusives. So if you want your very own, it's embroidered. It's really great quality. This is mine. I got my own. I wore this before we started the stream. I've got my own Chat Sports hat. If you want your own Chat Sports hat, and this is for the Red Sox Rundown too. We've got 124 people watching on the Red Sox Rundown. If you want to get yourself a Chat Sports hat, $5 is a raffle ticket, $10 is 3 raffle tickets. Get your own Chat Sports hat. And I would really appreciate it as well. We got a 20 from my mom. She says, "Hey, Jack and Dylan, I'm excited to see what the Red Sox do. Can I see that hat again?" So, if Dylan, just for the inside joke of it all, when I did the World Series streams, we gave away some of these hats as Super Chat raffles. And my mom was trying to get 2 hats, one for my sister, one for my dad. She succeeded in getting one for my sister. She did not get one for my dad. And you know how rare these hats are. My dad really wants one of these hats. So my mom is going to do everything in her power to try to get one of these hats. So she's in. That's 6 raffle tickets. And honestly, if the stream ended right now, she'd win because it's just 6 raffle tickets. So yeah. So make sure you send in those super chats. $5 get you a raffle ticket, and we'll talk about your team. $3, 3 raffle tickets for $10. It's a great deal. It is a great deal. All right, let's do pin tweet. Let's do the pin tweet real quick. If you guys could do me a favor, I want to help get this stream out to as many people as possible. As many people as possible. And the way you can help do that is by retweeting our pinned tweet. I'm putting the pinned tweet in the chat of both channels right now. We also got a super chat on Red Sox. I will send you that link in a second. I just sent out the pinned tweet. I will give you a shout out on the live show if you retweet the pinned tweet. Let me hop in real quick. I will give you some shout outs. I will send you the link for Red Sox in a second. You all right? All right, there is the super chats for Red Sox. We'll get that in a second. All right, I'm going to give some shout outs on the retweeting the pin tweet. I see Nick Roloff quote tweeted it. I see Chua retweeted the pin tweet. I see Gage Bentley retweeted the pin tweet. Reed Barkus, Nick Lopez, James Yoder, Mitchell Renz, Chris Daughtry, all the Chat Sports crew, Brett Alper, Matthew McCullough, Dylan Summer retweeted it. Chat Sports retweeted it. I retweeted it. Keep retweeting the pin tweet. I'll put it in the chat a few more times for y'all. And yeah, tell everybody that Chat Sports is live. We want as many baseball fans in here as possible. I want to show the bosses that you guys are loving the content. So retweet that pin tweet, and I will give you a shout. Let me see if there's any more real quick. Oops. Oopsie daisy. So Chua was the last one. So thank you, Chua. Thank you, everyone that's retweeted the pin tweet. Make sure you do that, and we'll be good to go. You want to show that super chat from Red Sox real quick? Awesome, awesome. Dylan, everyone give it up for Dylan. He's doing a fantastic job. He is running the ship here. He's doing absolutely fantastic. He's doing absolutely fantastic. He's doing everything you could possibly ask for. All right. The Red Sox have done absolutely nothing. We are an hour and 5 minutes away from the trade deadline. And we got a super chat from Stephen A. on the Red Sox Rundown, which we're going to get up here in just a minute. But make sure you retweet our pin tweet. I put that link in the chat. Everyone in the Red Sox chat's pissed. Stephen A., thank you so much. You get a raffle ticket for the Chat Sports hat. What's going on with the Red Sox? Please, SMH. I don't know. Now, the reports are that the Red Sox are in talks about Merrill Kelly. I would be cool with that. So if you go back into the editor, you should just put another M, and then that'll get you where you need to go. There you go. Yep, that'll get you. There's the promised land. So yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with the Red Sox. There are reports that Merrill Kelly is the talk of the town right now. I don't think at this point that they're going to get a bat, because Ryan O'Hearn, I think, was the last shot at that. If they weren't going to get Yandy Diaz, which I don't think they're going to get Yandy Diaz, I just don't see that happening. So it's not looking good for Boston. I'm just going to keep it $150 with you. If you're a Red Sox fan, I would be at least a little bit concerned. I'm not concerned, is what I'm saying. I'm at least a little bit concerned. At least a little bit concerned. Thank you so much, Steven. You get a raffle ticket for the raffle for the Chat Sports hats. Make sure that you stay just in case you win. I'll get your shipping information and everything. We did have a trade go down. Let me get it in here. The Padres just announced it out of nowhere. It's a 1-for-1. The Astros are going to pay a majority of Correa's remaining contract. That is a detail that you should know. So the Padres made another move. Will Wagner, son of Billy Wagner, is headed to the Minnesota Twins. And the Blue Jays, who are the other half of the trade, are receiving Brandon Valenzuela, excuse me. So, smaller trade. Not anything crazy. That is in there now, Dylan. Should be loading up in a minute. There it is. Will Wagner is headed to the San Diego Padres, and the Blue Jays are receiving Brandon Valenzuela. Let me see if I can get a little intel on them. I want to make sure I'm doing this trade justice. The Blue Jays, Toronto. Will Wagner. Let's take a look real quick. MLB Trade Rooms put him up. Yeah, nothing. I got nothing. This is a very small trade. No details at the moment. As we get more details, we'll talk about them. But ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 hour away. Let's do a little like type me type thing. There should be one in there. If there's not, let me know and I'll build one. If you are excited for the MLB Trade Deadline, we are officially 1 hour away from the MLB Trade Deadline. So now if you want to go into the editor on the clock and just get rid of the hour, then you'll be good. That'll get you that 0 out of there. If you're excited, spam me. Spam me. Spam me. And I'm going to give a bunch of shout-outs. I want to get the chat rate absolutely flowing. I want to get it flowing, folks. Let's go. 1 hour away. If the teams are going to make the moves, it's going to happen in the next hour. Let's go. Let's get those me's flowing. I see him coming in on Chat Sports. I see Joey typing me. Jacob's typing me. Josh Prince is typing me. Grayson NFL Edits is typing me. I see Chua's typing me. Judah Hoff is typing me. Let's go. Type those me's. If you are excited, type those me's. Type those me's. I'm going to give some more shout outs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Chat Sports is typing me. Let's go. Chat Sports is typing me. I see Brian Webster's typing me. Grayson is a Cubs fan. Says, go Chicago Cubs. That 2K dad is typing me as well. Let's go over to the Red Sox Rundown. Fire Celtics Edits. Woody's Podcast. Todd. Greg. I see Kathleen on Red Sox Rundown. Jorge. Major Wook is typing go. Byron's typing me. Kathleen's typing me. Corey's typing me over on the Red Sox Rundown. We have 190 people watching on the Red Sox Rundown. If this is your first time watching the Red Sox Rundown, hit that subscribe button. Let me see real quick where we're at on subs on the Red Sox Rundown. 4,025 subs. Hit that subscribe button on the Red Sox Rundown if you've not already. We are an hour away. We are an hour away. Man, what's going to happen here, folks? What's going to happen? Joseph saying me. Go Braves. Eric Simmons is saying me on our main Chat Sports Rundown. There we go. 4,025 subscribers on our Red Sox Rundown channel. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. 173 people watching. Let's freaking go. We're 1 hour away, folks. We're 1 hour away. Let's recap the trades again. Let's start with Bieber again. Let's just recap the trades. A lot of people coming in and out at all times. I want to make sure that we got all the trades going down. Let me make sure I'm not missing any returns on trades. Give me like 2 seconds. I want to make sure I'm not missing like the returns on these trades. Cedric Mullins, we got that return. We got that return. That return's good. That's good. Did we have the Bader return? We did. Which ones do we not have? We just don't have the O'Hearn. We don't have the O'Hearn. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, here we go. Shane Bieber was the first trade that went down today. First significant trade that went down today. And Cal Steven, right-handed pitcher, goes back to the Cleveland Guardians. The biggest trade of the day, I think probably the biggest trade of the entire deadline, is going to be the Mason Miller trade. Mason Miller and J.P. Sears head to the San Diego Padres. A.J. Preller is just an absolute madman. And the A's, they get Leo DeVries, the number one prospect in the Padres system, and a lot of people consider a top 5 prospect in all of baseball, along with 3 other pitching prospects as well. Kyle Finnegan goes to the Tigers from the Washington Nationals. Josh Randall, RJ Sales go back to the Nationals in that deal. Harrison Bader is headed to the Philadelphia Phillies. A few prospects and Harold Mendez and Jeremy, you're probably right. I just said Jeremy. That's crazy. Jeremy Villaroya is going back to the Twins. I'm just not going to say the names that I don't know anymore. I don't know why I'm doing that. Next one. This is probably, like I said earlier, one of the more interesting trades of the entire day, in my humble opinion. Brock Stewart goes to the Dodgers, and James Outman, who's gotten a lot of major league time with the Dodgers, is headed back to the Twins. The Twins are in full, and I mean full, fire sale mode. Paul Sewald goes to the Tigers. The Tigers are trying to help out their pitching and bullpen. And the Guardians are getting everyone's favorite cash considerations. Cash considerations also heads to the Texas Rangers. The Tigers had 2 players named cash considerations. And Cody Hewer is going back to the Tigers as well. Cedric Mullins, another big trade. The Dodgers are acquiring Alex Call from the Washington Nationals. Okay, that's a new trade. Cedric Mullins goes to the Mets. Got a few prospects going back to the Orioles in return. Jake Bird goes to the Yankees. The Yankees lose. Rock Riggio and Ben Shields are headed to the Yankees. Do I have Bednar in there? I don't have the Bednar trade in here? How do I not have the David Bednar trade in here? I swore I made that trade. Do I really not have that in here? Yeah, I do. Why is that not there? What? I've got double. This is weird. All right, let me remove this. This is... That's weird. I don't know what happened there. David Bednar got traded to the Yankees. That was a significant trade. Carlos Correa goes back to the Twins. That's also a significant trade. I need to change that. I need to change that color. Jesus Sanchez also goes to the Astros as well. I am all over the place. A lot of trades happening at once. A lot of moves being made. Devin Williams' name has come up in discussions. Does not mean the Yankees are trading him. You would love for the Red Sox to trade him. Danny Colombe is going to the Rangers. The Twins are getting full details to be announced. The Padres made another big move. AJ Preller is just killing it. Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Liriano are going to the Padres. Will Wagner also heads to the Padres, with Brandon Valenzuela headed to the Blue Jays. Here's the David Bednar trade. David Bednar is going to the Yankees. A few players going back to the Pirates. And that is where we stand right now. We do have another trade that I want to get in here. Alex Call, outfielder from the Nationals, is being traded to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers made a move. So they got rid of James Outman, but they bring in Alex Call. Obviously, they saw something in Call that they liked over James Outman. And yeah, that is the newest trade. That'll be in a second, Dylan. That should be in right now. And there it is. Alex Call headed to the Los Angeles Dodgers from the Washington Nationals. Full details to be announced. Got another super chat coming in on Maine. Let's freaking go. From Bryce Blackwell. Says teams are loading up. Good trade deadline so far. It's been a very interesting deadline, to say the least. I think that there's been some surprises. There's been some teams that I thought were going to go heavy, the Red Sox, that have not. And yeah, it's been an interesting deadline. I think last year's was a little more boring, honestly. Which is funny, because I made the prediction going into this deadline that this deadline was going to be super boring. And it's probably been less boring than last year's. I think last year's deadline was incredibly boring. But yeah, this year's has been very interesting. Here's the super chat from Bryce. Thank you so much. $2 super chat. Teams are loading up. Good deadline so far. He's also got another one coming in. My Phillies did well, so hopefully one more. I've liked what the Phillies have done. I really have. They brought in Harrison Bader, obviously. I mean, there are two moves, Harrison Bader and Yohan Duran. That's a great day, a great few days for the Philadelphia Phillies. They have done everything they need to. They're already a good team. This is what the deadline's for, shoring up your needs. And that's exactly what they did. They brought in Yohan Duran for their bullpen. Their bullpen's even better than it already was. And they brought in Harrison Bader, an outfielder that they desperately needed. I really, really like what I've seen out of the Nationals. I really like it. Thank you so much for the super chats. I really, really appreciate it, Bryce. You're the absolute man. If you want to get in on the raffle for a Chat Sports hat, $5 super chat. We do have the the return on the Colombe trade. I'm going to keep butchering his name, but it is what it is. It's Garrett Horn. No idea who that is. $5 super chat. We talk about your team in depth, and you get a raffle ticket for the hat. $10 super chat gets you 3 raffle tickets, and every $100 gets you a beer bong. Right now, we are sitting at $30. Actually, we're sitting at $35 because Eric Foreman just sent in a super chat on Red Sox. If we get to $100, I'm going to do a beer bong. Total on both streams. That's the goal today, is $100 in super chats. If we get to $100 total in both streams, right now we're at $35, I will do a beer bong. That's the goal on today's stream. So here is the return for Colombe. Oh, man. This is not great. So this is for my Red Sox fans. If you're watching on the Red Sox Rundown, the report that came out was that the Red Sox were talking about Merrill Kelly. The Rangers, who had been talking to Dylan Cease, are now talking to the Diamondbacks about Merrill Kelly. Not great, folks. Not great. If we're able to, can we go to Eric's super chat on Red Sox as well? Eric is now the top fan on Red Sox at 325 XP. Here he is. The Red Sox have waited until the last minute to make trades in the recent past when they have traded players. They've traded for subpar pitchers. So there's still 45 plus minutes left in the deadline. I think there will be a blitz at the deadline of a bunch of trades. I think there's a lot of wheeling and dealing happening right now. Teams trying to get the best returns, talking different players. Merrill Kelly's the perfect example. They were talking to the Red Sox. Now the D-backs are talking to the Rangers. They're going to see who has the best package, and then they're going to make the trades. I think the Red Sox are going to do their damnedest to try and make a trade happen. They need to. I think they need to get uncomfortable. I think that's probably the biggest issue, is that Craig Breslow does not like to get uncomfortable, and I think he's going to have to get uncomfortable. And if he doesn't get uncomfortable, then they're not going to get anybody. And if you don't get anybody, you're not going to be a World Series contender. I don't think, for the Red Sox fans, I don't think the current roster is a World Series roster. I'm just being honest, and I'm a Red Sox fan. I don't think the current roster is a World Series roster. I just don't think they are. But if you go out and get a pitcher, just get a starter. That's all I'm asking for. I wanted a bat. I wanted a starter. It looks like a bat's not going to happen. But if you can at least get a starter and you can get out of here with a starter and a reliever, fine. That's better than what you have. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you, Eric. You get a raffle ticket into the Chat Sports Hat raffle. Sandy Alcantara is another one that we haven't really talked about in this stream at all. His market seems kind of dead. Him and Edward Cabrera, because apparently the ask is crazy. So here's from John Morosi. The Marlins have asked for Spencer Jones. That's a big return. So I don't know if anyone is going to get any of the Marlins pitchers. I think that the Marlins are asking for way, way, way too much right now. Way too much. The Astros are pushing hard to acquire Dylan Cease, according to Mark Feinzan. I just don't know, man. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I just don't know. Let me build this tweet real quick. You all right? Let me build this tweet real quick. I got a new tweet coming in for you, Dylan. New tweet from Mark Feinzan just hit the TL. And it's all about Dylan Cease and the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. Basically what it says is the Astros are pushing hard to acquire Dylan Cease from the Padres. Cease was Houston's top target as of Wednesday night. And after trading for Carlos Correa and Jesus Sanchez, that is still the case. Roughly 45 minutes left to get a deal done. We'll see what happens. Dylan Cease is definitely a name that's going to be on a lot of people's minds. There's a lot of starters that, if you want to go down to the bottom tweet, is it there? The Feinstein one? It's not there. Did it not? Oh, that's why, because I didn't move it. I just built it. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Oh, wait, that's going to be all screwed up. Give me 1 second. All right, that should be good. Let's see how that looks. Oh, no. Oh, brother. Any day now. Honestly, just get rid of it. All right, there we go. This comes in from Feinstein. They're pushing hard to get Dylan Cease. Cease was Houston's top target on Wednesday after trading Correa and Jesus. We've also got a new tweet from Bob Nightingale. I'm going to get that one built real quick as well and actually move it this time. The Red Sox and Rangers are in strong pursuit for Merrill Kelly. And as John Gambadoro is tweeting, the Diamondbacks are closing in on a deal for Merrill Kelly with the Texas Rangers. My God. Yep. All right, I'm about to move socials over again, Dylan. They will be correct this time. And we can go to the Nightingale one since Kelly seems to, it seems like Kelly is about to go to the Diamondbacks, the Rangers. All right, those should be moved. There it is. Yep, that's the one. Bob Nightingale has it. So Nightingale says the Sox and the Rangers are in strong pursuit of D-back starter Merrill Kelly, and then John Gambadoro of 98. I used to work there. John Gambadoro of Arizona Sports, the top radio station in Phoenix, is saying it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks. Seems like the Diamondbacks are the ones that are going to get him. The Diamondbacks are going to be the ones that are going to get him. Merrill Kelly. The Rangers. Excuse me. Thank you. Dylan, you're keeping me in check today. I appreciate that. The Rangers. I'm so tired. We were up last night for the Steven Matz trade. I'm exhausted. Woke up early this morning. It appears, according to John Gambadoro, Phoenix Insider, who I worked with in college, great dude, Merrill Kelly is about to head to the Texas Rangers. That's what it appears. We'll see if something changes. We'll see if something changes. Oh, man, this is just making me mad. Let me look here. I want to do a bit of a comment driver here. Let's do who's the biggest winner. That'll be in the winners and losers at the bottom. Who's the biggest trade deadline winner so far? Let me know real quick. Who's the biggest trade deadline winner? Who's the biggest trade deadline winner so far? I'm probably... It's got to be the Mariners, right? It's got to be the Mariners, right? Am I off for that?
It's either them or the Padres.
Oh, the Padres. It's got to be it's the Padres.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the Padres. It's the Padres. The Padres are definitely.
They got O'Hearn. They got Miller.
They did have to give up a lot, though.
That's true.
They gave up, like, their entire farm system, basically. Christian, where does it say the Red Sox acquired Merrill Kelly? I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing quite the opposite. Christian, I'm seeing quite the opposite. Who are the biggest winners of the deadline? Let me know in the comment section right now. Georgia Dog says Seattle. Chua says the Orioles. The Orioles. They've just sold. I mean, maybe that's good because they got a bunch of prospects back. Jacob says the Mariners in the AL, the Padres in the NL. My mom says the Padres. Oh, man. Let me know, Red Sox fans. Let me know. Biggest losers, the Red Sox. We are going to do winners and losers. That video is going to go out after this stream, after the deadline. If the Red Sox don't make another trade today, they are the biggest loser. They are the biggest loser. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm saying that because Craig Breslow said multiple times that they were going all in at the deadline. And if all they get is Steven Matz, I'm going to scream. Julian McWilliams, the Red Sox are not in on Merrill Kelly unless the D-backs change what they want from the Sox. So it looks like it's going to be the Rangers. It looks like it's going to be the Rangers. It looks like it's going to be the Rangers, folks. And that makes my little old heart very, very sad. If you're a diehard baseball fan, subscribe right now. We are bringing you the latest, the greatest MLB content here at Chat Sports. We will be live for the playoffs. I can guarantee you that we will be live again for the World Series like we were last year. Some of those World Series streams, fun fact, Dylan, some of those World Series streams that we did last year are some of the highest viewed streams in Chat Sports history. It was crazy. We're going to be live for the World Series again this year. Hopefully we have another Freddie Freeman walk-off grand slam. I'm sorry. You're a Yankee fan. I'm sorry. I know that hits deep. I'm sorry. I'm not saying like Freddie Freeman hit I'm just a moment like that. But we're going to be live for the World Series. We were also live for the draft. We're going to have a video coming out after this of winners and losers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're on our Red Sox Rundown channel, daily Red Sox coverage. If this is your first time coming across the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do it right now. Join the channel today. I appreciate y'all. I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport. It is my job and my passion to bring baseball to Chat Sports. And that's what we're doing. So you all should subscribe so we get more baseball content here. There it is, folks. Jeff Passan just tweeted Merrill Kelly is headed to the Texas Rangers. It is official. I will get it made right now. Screaming, crying, throwing up, all of the above. I am in shambles. I can't wait for Craig to get on his press conference day and be like, you know, we tried our best. We were involved. We were doing a lot. But if you're not going to get anybody, then you're not doing a lot. All right, let me make this real quick. I can guarantee, Dylan, I'm going to guarantee you something right now. If the Red Sox do nothing for the rest of the day, there will be hellfire rained down on the Boston Red Sox. That trade is in. This is going to be really bad if the Red Sox don't do anything. This is going to be really bad if the Red Sox don't do anything. Merrill Kelly heads to the Texas Rangers. Congrats to the Rangers. We were earlier this morning. We were like, are the Rangers going to do anything? And they've gone out. They've gotten a relief pitcher. They've got Merrill Kelly now, who he was my number one rental. Like, if they're going to go get Zach Gallen now, and I'm going to be pissed because I don't want Zach Gallen. I wanted Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly was the safer option of Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly was by far the safer option. If you wanted a pitcher to add to your rotation, Merrill Kelly, of the two, Merrill Kelly was the one. I can't wait to lose in the wild card round. I was just about to say that, if we get there. I can't believe it, man. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Baseball's just dumb, you know? Baseball's just dumb.
Say Rangers fans are probably thinking otherwise right now.
Rangers fans are like punching the air. They're so happy right now. They're punching the air. Grade the trade, A, B, C, D, or F. We got to see what the Rangers get back. I'm interested to see, or what the D-backs get back. I'm interested to see what the Hall is back. I don't know. The Rangers rotation, which was already really good, just got way better.
Yeah.
Just got way better. The Rangers are currently tied with the Seattle Mariners for the last wild card spot. There are 4 teams vying for 3 spots in the American League wild card. Actually, can you throw up the wild card standings right now? I have those in there. There are 4 teams vying for the 3 American League wild card spots. 4 teams. It's list 8. 4 teams vying for the 3 wild card spots. The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Mariners, the Rangers. The Yankees have gone out, and they've made a boatload of trades. They traded for David Bednar. They traded for Ryan McMahon. They traded for a few others. The Mariners had, in my opinion, probably the second best deadline of anyone. Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez. They brought in the offense they desperately needed. The Rangers bring in a relief pitcher, I believe, Columbus, and they bring in Merrill Kelly to make their rotation even better. The Red Sox have done nothing. So if you had to pick, Dylan, which of those 4 teams is not making the playoffs?
I mean, if just based off of we're going moves-wise and the way that it's going to make an impact, I mean, the Red Sox did nothing, and so far that's where it lands.
Exactly. The 3 teams that are vying and fighting with you for the wild card have all gotten better, and you have done nothing. You've done nothing. That grinds my gears. Now, we do have to shift because more trades are coming in. Oswaldo Peraza just got traded to the Angels. And Dylan says, thank God. So I'm going to get those trades built. Let's put up, let's just cycle through the trades. Let's just cycle through the trades. I'm in utter shambles right now because the Red Sox don't want to do anything, and they are killing me. So let's get these trades in real quick. The Angels made a trade. How do you spell Angels? That's how you spell Angels. The Angels are getting Oswald Peraza from the Yankees. We do not have the details on that one yet. Yeah, probably. That is incoming in 3, 2, 1. If you want to put that one up, And then another relatively significant one, Willie Castro is headed to the Cubs. Oh, shoot. Did I not? I totally did, though. What? That's my bad, folks. That'll be in a second. Boom. All right, you can push that one. And then the Cubs have traded for Willie Castro. So the fire sale from the Minnesota Twins is basically done. Unless they want to trade Joe Ryan to the Red Sox. I would totally be on board with that. Okay, so I'm mad right now at the Red Sox. If Joe Ryan went, all's forgiven. Give Craig Breslow a lifetime contract. So Oswald Peraza goes to the Angels. We do not have the details yet. Going back to the Yankees. And Willie Castro goes to the Cubs. So the Cubs are getting better as well. Oh, look, great. They're talking about the Red Sox and ESPN. Exactly what I want to see right now. Exactly what I want to see right now. That's fantastic. I'm so happy that we're talking about the team. We're 30 minutes away. We're 30 minutes away. Let me look real quick. Let me look real quick. I want to pick something good here. Let's pick something good here. Ooh, okay. Is your team making the playoffs? No, I don't want to do that one because a lot of teams aren't. Let's do a shout out live on the show. Type me. Oh, John Morosi. Dude, I was joking. John Morosi, the Red Sox have made a late effort to acquire Joe Ryan. Oh my God. I got to make that tweet. But can you go to that? Can you go to that weigh-in though? Want a shout out on live? Type me. That's right. That's in the other drivers section. It's the second weigh-in in the other drivers. Yes, that one. If you want a shout out live on the show, type me. Oh my God, Joe Ryan is still in play. Red Sox fans, Joe Ryan is still in play. Joe Ryan is in play. All right, give me a sec, folks. I got to make this John Morosi tweet. Oh, boy. This is getting spicy real quick. If you get Joe Ryan, all is forgiven. I'm being honest. All right, I'm moving social right now. And then let's talk Joe Ryan. I'm going to give some shout outs on this real quick. Then we'll talk Joe Ryan. The player bio's in there as well. So we can talk a little bit of Joe Ryan. But I'm going to move that. That should be moved in right now. Okay, I'm going to give some shout outs real quick. Type me. If you want a shout out, type me. I see Chua. I see Joey. I see Uptown Dre. I see Lemon is typing me. Let's go over to the Red Sox Rundown. I see Christian's typing me. Angelo's Baseball and Football Reviews is typing me. Michael is typing me. Alex Turnbull is typing me. Baseball for Life is typing me. Christopher Domingo's typing me. Tommy Partners Group is typing me. I'm just gonna say if the Joe Ryan tweet happens, I might pass out, so you'll have to take over. I'm just letting you know. Okay, we're getting sort of the wait. This could be happening, dude. This could be happening. I got another social I got to build. This comes from Francis Romero, I believe, is how you pronounce his name. The Minnesota Twins are still in sell mode and are expected to trade right-handed pitcher Joe Ryan. All right, I think this is happening. I think this might be happening. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up if this happens. A good throw, like they say tears of joy. It's like the same thing. It's like a joy. What you know what I'm saying? Okay, social will be moved over in a second. Keep typing those me's. I'm going to give a few more shout-outs. Grayson NFL Edits, Joseph Woodall, Master Son, Mike Carr, that might be bait. I'm not going to say that one. Gary, Aaron, Joseph. Let's go. Oh, a bunch of me's on Red Sox. Alex, Harold, Andrew, Grant. Everyone typing me. I'm just going to say real quick, if you are on the Red Sox Rundown right now and you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay. Give me a second. I think MLB on Fox just screwed up. I think they tweeted something about Joe Ryan going to the Red Sox, and they had to delete it. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh my gosh. MLB on Fox posted a photo of Joe Ryan. They said that Joe Ryan got traded to the Red Sox, and they deleted it. Okay, let's talk about it. John Morosi just tweeted this. The Red Sox have made a late effort to acquire Joe Ryan. And then we had this other tweet from Francis Romero. Is that one in there? It should be right below it. It didn't move. Okay, let me remove it. Oh my gosh, if Joe Ryan goes, this has been horrible content. I apologize. Let me try again. All right, it should just have gone. We got this one. The Minnesota Twins are still in sell mode and are expected to trade right-handed starter Joe Ryan as well. And then MLB on Fox tweeted a tweet that said that he had been traded to the Red Sox and gave everyone on Twitter a heart attack. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's talk about Joe Ryan for a second. We can pull up his player bio. We can talk about him for a sec. I'm not just talking about the Red Sox. I'm talking about anyone. If anyone traded for Joe Ryan, depending on the state of their rotation, would instantly be a number 1 or a number 2 in the rotation. For the Red Sox, he would instantly be your number 2 for years to come. I do need to look up his contract. Joe Ryan's contract, he still has MLB on Fox already said it happened, and then they deleted it. So, Yahoo just tweeted it as well. Yahoo Sports just tweeted it. I don't know. Did John Morosi just drop something? I didn't see anything. I don't see it. The streets are talking, though. So Joe Ryan is not a free agent until 2028. So you would have multiple years of team control, and you would immediately have at least a number 2 or number 3 starter in your rotation. Joe Ryan is a blockbuster type trade. That would take an absolute haul. Now, the thing I worry about is what is the return if it happens? Because if the Red Sox do it, I'm going to be honest, Red Sox fans, if you're watching this on the Red Sox Rundown, if they do this, Jarren Duran might be gone. I'm not, prepare yourself. If the Red Sox trade for Joe Ryan, Jarren Duran might be gone. I love Jarren Duran. He's my favorite player on the entire team. But if they trade, I don't even know. This is if this doesn't happen, there's gonna be hell to be paid. Someone, there's going to be hell to be paid. Oh my God, what's happening? 18 minutes away, so we're less than 20 minutes away. We do also have the details from the Merrill Kelly trade as well. I want to get those in there as well. Let me do that real quick. Okay, we're going to reset. Let's put up the Super Chat menu just real quick. Let's show people what the Super Chat menu is. If you want to support the channel, we are running a raffle today for a Chat Sports hat. These are not available online. These are Chat Sports stream exclusives. So you can only get these in raffles at Chat Sports. $5 will talk about your team, and you'll get a raffle ticket. $10 is 3 raffle tickets, and every $100 is a beer bong. Where do we stand right now? We stand at $35. So if we get $100, I'll do a beer bong. And I want to do a beer bong if the Red Sox get Joe Ryan. I want to celebrate. So if you want yourselves a Chat Sports hat, this is actually mine. But we've got a fresh, brand new one with the sticker on it right here. We'll run that raffle at the end of once the deadline is over. And it is what it is. The Athletics are trading Miguel Andujar to the Cincinnati Reds, so that's a trade that happened. Let me get the Merrill Kelly details in. So the D-backs got a nice return, according to Bob Nightingale. Let me get this in here real quick. The D-backs received Cone Drake, a left-handed pitcher, the number 5 prospect in the Diamondbacks system, or the Rangers system, excuse me. They got Mitch Bratt, who is a left-handed pitcher, the number 9 prospect in the Rangers system, and David Hageman, a right-handed pitcher, so 3 pitching prospects, the number 13 prospect in the Rangers system. So that was it. 3 pitchers. 3 pitchers. Is that new? $20 from Chris Lautaret. She wants the cool hat. I'm telling you, my mom wants that hat bad. She wants that hat bad. She wants that hat bad. There it is. Thank you, Mom. I mean, that's 12 raffle tickets right there. I mean, you're in a good spot. I won't lie. You're in a very, very good spot. Okay, we can put the there it is. Yep. Cone Drake, Mitch Bratt, David Hageman are going back to the Diamondbacks. That's all it took. 3 prospects. Good pitching prospects, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Few more trades are coming in. Miguel Andujar is going to where'd it go? The Reds. Bailey Falter is going to the Royals. So the Royals made a move. Looks like the Astros are trying to get Pete Fairbanks as well. Let me get okay, there's that one. We're 15 minutes away from the deadline, folks. We're 15 minutes away from the deadline. If Joe Ryan goes, I'm going to throw up. I'm just preparing everyone. Miguel Andujar is going to the Reds. The Athletics, we do not know what that is. And then we've got Bailey Falter going to the Royals. Bailey Falter is going to the Royals. I just want to get these in real quick before we get out of here. Okay. The Marlins will not be trading Sandy Alcantara today. So Sandy is not going anywhere. I would almost guarantee that he gets traded in the offseason. Okay, those two trades should be in. So there's Miguel Andujar going to the Reds. Do not have the details yet. Oh, nope. No. And then go. You're going to have to push this one again. I had to make an adjustment on this one. So the Falter one. There we go. And then Bailey Falter goes to the Royals. We just got Knicks news. Mikal Bridges just signed an extension. 4-year, $150 million. Yeah, so Sandy Alcantara is not getting traded at the deadline. All right, where do we stand? How are we looking, chat? Is it going to happen? Ooh, okay, I'm going to make a Wayne real quick. I'm going to put it at the very bottom. Does Joe Ryan get traded? Y for yes, N for no. Does Joe Ryan get traded? Y for yes, N for no. This is going to be at the very, very, very bottom. A new update. The Red Sox are desperately trying to acquire Joe Ryan in the final minutes of the trade deadline. Desperately. Oh, oh yeah, this is going to be a mega. I think Duran goes. I legitimately believe that. That Wayne should be at the very bottom. Is it there? It's not there. Sad. Let me try again. It should be like 2 below that. There's nothing 2 below it. Okay. Okay, let me see now. Did it go now? Ah, wait. The Red Sox made a trade. And it's not for Joe Ryan. It's not for Joe Ryan. Dustin May is headed to the Boston Red Sox. Dustin May. Is headed to the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to move this trade in a second. Who's Dustin May? You'll remember Dustin May from like last weekend. He started against the Red Sox last weekend. That trade should be in. Dustin May heads to the Boston Red Sox. Now there's 9 minutes left. Here's what I'm going to say. Dustin May be the backup plan. if they can't get Joe Ryan. If they can't get Joe Ryan, at least they got somebody. At least they got somebody. Nestor Cortez is also going to the Padres. Dustin May notably gave up the bomb to Alex Bregman. I'm sure. I don't know. Grade the trade. I don't know what we're giving up. I can't imagine it's a lot. I don't know what the return is. I want to see what the Red Sox chat is right now. I mean, I don't hate the trade. I don't hate it. I got to see what the return is. Like, what are the Dodgers getting in return? Grade the trade. A, B, C, D, or F. Nestor Cortez goes to now, there's a lot of stuff that can still happen here. Yeah, Jose Caballero. A lot of trades are coming in right now. A lot of trades are coming in right now, guys. Just bear with me. Grade the Dustin May trade. Brandon Lockridge goes back to the Brewers. Then we also got, excuse me. Take me to the top. Jose Caballero is headed to the Yankees. The Rangers are getting Phil Maton. Everything's happening right now. Maton, excuse me. The Rays. You guys are sending Everson Pereira back. Taylor Rogers, who just got traded to the Pirates yesterday, is headed to the Cubs. Everything's happening at once. Okay, I need to lock in. I need to get these trades in. I will say, if Joe Ryan gets traded to the Red Sox, no more trades are going in because I'm not going to be capable. Jose Caballero, Everson Pereira, player to be named later. The Rays are getting Adrian Hauser from the White Sox. So many trades. So many trades are happening right now. All right, I'm going to put in these two most recent trades. Dylan, if you want to go to those. The two most recent trades are in. Nestor Cortez and Jose Caballero are in. Well, yeah, in the last minute, we've had 15. There's Nestor. Brandon Lockridge is going back. And then Jose Caballero goes to the Yankees. Everson Pereira and a player to be named later. What am I missing here? Miguel Andujar. Okay, so the Rays. The Rays are getting Adrian Hauser. From the White Sox. I think we're caught up. All right, last trade's in. I think we're caught. Oh no, we're not. Taylor Rogers also. So the Cubs. Oh, and Phil Maton as well. Where did he go? So many trades. Taylor Rogers goes to the Cubs. The Pirates are going to get TBD. All right, please excuse me, guys. 15 trades happened at once, so we're going to make sure they're all in. Okay, Adrian Hauser is going to the Rays. The White Sox, we do not know. The Taylor Rogers trade should be in now as well. Taylor Rogers goes to the Cubs. The Pirates, We don't know. So, okay, and then the Rangers. The Rangers got Phil Maton. Where was he again? Phil Maton was with the Cardinals. Maton was with the Cardinals. That's weird because earlier today there was a report that the Cardinals were done making trades. Obviously not. There was one more trade in the bank. All right, that trade is in as well. And Phil Maton goes to the Rangers. That was a lot. That was like 6 trades in like a minute. Dude, he was like, all right, here they are, all of them at the same time. All right, let's see how the chat's looking. We have 322 people watching on our Red Sox channel. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button on the Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. Hit the subscribe button on the Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. Let's take a look at our main stream as well. Got 116 people watching on our main stream. If you have not subscribed to Chat Sports already, make sure you hit that subscribe button to Chat Sports. Luis Robert will not be traded at the deadline. All right. Let's do the if you're ready for the deadline type me. Yeah, I would assume Stephen Kwan is staying. We'll see what happens here. If you're excited that the deadline is coming up, type me. 2.5 minutes left. I would assume there's some trades that are going to trickle in after. Yeah, they've been a little quiet. Stephen Kwan's going to come in right when it hits 0. I'm going to bet you right now. Yeah. I'll bet you right now. Which is crazy because they need pitching. And they just traded away Dustin May. I'm interested to see what the Dustin May return is. I have no idea what the return is for Dustin May. So I'm not going to do a video yet on the Red Sox because we just don't know what the return is. All right, we are a minute and some change away. Type those me's if you're ready for the deadline. I don't think Joe Ryan. Dustin May's a rental, by the way, for Red Sox fans. Dustin May is a rental. So I'm interested to see what the return is on that, what the Red Sox had to give up. Type those me's. Type those me's. We are a minute and some change away. A minute and change away. Type those me's in the comments. Like the video. Subscribe. We've been doing our best today. Shout out to Dylan. He's been putting on an absolute clinic today. These 2 hours went by really, really fast. They went by really fast. Does Joe Ryan go? 47 seconds. Does Joe Ryan go? Yeah, I tend to agree.
They're not getting Ryan, so we're going to go ahead and go with our backup plan.
But like, Mitch Keller, Zach Gallen, Dustin May. I mean, Dustin May's not bad. That's your move, though? Camilo Duvall traded to the Yankees.
Him too?
There you go.
Wow.
You're making moves.
It's like 8 moves for them.
Yeah, you guys basically hit the over on your own. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know, man. Let's I'm like fuming right now. Look, let's run through the trades that happened today. Let's start with Shane Bieber, and then we'll move on from there. Oh, actually, wait. I gotta do Duvall real quick. Let me add Duvall real quick. Yeah, he did. He made a lot of trades. Yeah, we might get a few that sprinkle in. Red Sox fans, according to Chris Cotillo, Steven Matz and Dustin May, those are the moves. No more moves are going to be made by the Red Sox. Sorry, I just sent out a tweet. Duvall from the Giants. All right, let's start with Bieber. I'm going to put this last one in. We'll run through the trades that happened today. Oh, you got to be kidding me. 2 more trades just came in, and they're relatively big ones as well. Griffin Jax goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. And Charlie Morton goes to the Detroit Tigers. Yep, that was it. All right, let me get those in as well. What did the Rays do at this deadline? This was a weird deadline for the Rays. Oh, for sure. And the Twins just decided to trade their entire team. Like their entire team. All right, we're getting all the trades in, guys. Please bear with me. A lot of trades are coming in. Charlie Morton. Okay, Charlie Morton. And then another one came in as well, I believe. Jax, Morton. What did I miss here? Am I missing one? Griffin Jax. Louis Varland is being traded to the Blue Jays. That's also the Twins. So even players from the Twins I've never heard of are getting traded. Dude, for real. Their entire team, they're all just going to get on flight. They're all going to be at the airport together. Okay, those trades should all be in. The trades should all be in. I can't believe. I cannot believe. Ty France just got traded to the Blue Jays. Stop! It's making me mad because the Red Sox made 2 moves. I'm not happy right now. Just I got two Yankee fans in my ear chatting about how great their deadline was. Oh, Ty France is part of that last trade. Okay, let me update this. That was disgusting what I just listened to. MacKenzie Gore stays put, interest from the Red Sox, Cubs, and Padres. I'm really glad to hear the Red Sox were interested. No one on the MLB roster to the Dodgers for May. I would be pissed if there was. Okay. Let me move this trade. That should be updated. There it is. We traded away James Tibbs. Go back to the May trade. Can you go back to the Dustin May trade for me? James Tibbs. James Tibbs goes to the Dodgers. James Tibbs goes to the Dodgers. The prospect you acquired in the Rafael Devers trade is used now and flipped to get Dustin May. I'm just gonna keep it a $150 with you. I'm not happy. Wow, Taj Bradley goes back to the Twins in the Griffin Jacks trade. That trade's updated as well. Okay, I'm done crying over spilled milk. I'm going to have a video coming out in a little bit on the Red Sox rundown. Let's just say I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the efforts. I didn't even spell it right. Source on Red Sox pursuit of Joe Ryan. Not even close. All right, let's go through the trades. Let's start with Shane Bieber. We'll run through the trades. We don't have to spend a lot of time on them. Let's just show everyone what happened. Okay, first trade of the day. First significant trade of the day. Shane Bieber headed to the Toronto Blue Jays. I would have taken him over Dustin May, just saying. And Cal Stevens goes back in return to the Guardians. Biggest move of the day, by far. Mason Miller heads to the San Diego Padres. JP Sears as well. Leo DeVries goes to the Athletics. Biggest trade of the day, not even close. Kyle Finnegan goes to the Tigers. Josh Randall, RJ Sales go back to the Nationals. Harrison Bader heads over to the Phillies. A few players go back to the Twins, who just ended up having a complete and utter fire sale. Brock Stewart goes to the Dodgers. James Outman goes back to the Twins. Probably the most interesting trade of the day, in my opinion. That was very interesting. I'm not going to lie. That was a very, very interesting trade. Paul Sewald goes to the Tigers. Cash considerations goes back to the Guardians. Cody Hewer goes to the Tigers as well. And cash goes back to the Rangers. Cedric Mullins gets traded. He goes to the Mets. A few players go back to the Orioles. The Yankees get David Bednar. Really great pickup for the Yankees. 3 players go back to the Pirates in return. Freddie Fermin goes to the Padres. AJ Preller was on one today. He was on one. I'm not going to lie. He was on one. 2 prospects go back to the Royals. Mullins, we already hit. That's probably just Cedric Mullins. Yeah. The Yankees, Jake Bird goes to the Yankees. A few prospects go back to the Rockies. Carlos Correa, big move, goes back to the Astros. Apparently, the Astros are going to take on a majority of his money. Jesus Sanchez also goes to the Astros. Ryan Gusto goes back to the Marlins. Danny Colum goes to the Rangers. Garrett Horn goes back to the Twins. The Padres who I think are the biggest winners of the day, is Ryan O'Hearn, Ramon Liriano. Go to the Padres. Don't know the return on that one yet. Will Wagner goes to the Padres as well. Brandon Valenzuela goes to the Blue Jays. Alex Call heads to the Dodgers. We did have the return on this, but I missed it. So, yes, that is the details are there, but I just don't have them at this moment. Another big move, Merrill Kelly goes to the Rangers. 3 pitching prospects go back to the Diamondbacks. Oswaldo Peraza goes to the Angels. Details yet to be confirmed to the Yankees. Willie Castro goes to the Cubs. I think a few prospects went back to the Twins in return on that one. A lot of these trades happened at the same time, so there was a big rush there. Miguel Andujar goes to the Reds. Full details on that one to be determined as well. Bailey Falter goes to the Royals from the Pirates. Dustin May goes to the Boston Red Sox. James Tibbs goes back to the Dodgers, who you got in the Rafael Devers trade. Nestor Cortez heads to the Padres. Brandon Lockridge, goes back to the Brewers. Jose Caballero goes to the Yankees. You've got Everson Pereira going to the Rays. Adrian Hauser goes to the Rays. Full details to be determined. Taylor Rogers, who got traded yesterday to the Pirates, now gets traded to the Cubs. Like this a lot for the Cubs. Phil Maton goes to the Rangers. And then Camilo Duvall goes to the Yankees. And then a big trade to kind of end the day. Griffin Jacks goes to the Rays. Taj Bradley goes back to the Twins. And Charlie Morton goes to the Tigers from the Orioles. I believe this is the last trade we had. Luis Varlin and Ty France go to the Blue Jays. Kendrys Rojas and Alan Roden go to the Twins. Let's do biggest winner. Biggest winner of the deadline. Who's your biggest winner of the deadline? Curtis Mead is going to the White Sox as part of the Adrian Hauser trade. Interesting. Who's the biggest winner? I love how people are tweeting that, like, the Padres will keep Dylan Cease. It's like the deadline's over. It's not like they're still negotiating. The deadline's over. So, like, that's sus, but whatever. Who's the biggest winner? Oh, man, I'm pissed. If you're a Red Sox fan, you should not be happy right now. That's all I'm going to say. We are at $55. We are $45 away from me doing a beer bong. Let's show the Super Chat menu one more time. Let's show the Super Chat menu one more time. 245 people watching on Red Sox. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. Join the Red Sox. I am going to have a video coming out here in a little bit. We're going to talk about everything. Dustin May. We're going to talk about Joe Ryan. We're going to talk about it all. I'm going to kind of give my thoughts, and yeah. I'm going to give my thoughts. I'm not happy about it, just to say the least. I'm not happy about it. $5, we'll talk about your team. I'll tell you what I thought about their deadline. You also get a raffle ticket. We are giving away a Chat Sports hat, brand new Chat Sports hat. You can't buy these online. These are exclusive to these live streams. $5 Super Chat, you get a raffle ticket. $10, you get 3 raffle tickets. And every $100, I'll do a beer bong. We are $45 away. I say we give this a few minutes, and then we get ready. Dylan, I'll send you a list if you just want to put it in a wheel. Two major outlets had social media staffers read a John Morosi tweet wrong, with Yahoo and Fox both tweeting that the Red Sox had traded for Joe Ryan. That's inexcusable, and that's a fireable offense, in my opinion. Yeah. All right, I'm going to send a list to TV. Last call, Mike Yastrzemski goes to the Royals from the Giants. Guys, the deadline's over. That is. The Royals decided to just randomly buy at the end. Okay, let me get a list going here. Okay. Okay. Last call. Last call on the raffle tickets. We are about to give away a Chat Sports hat. We're about to give away a Chat Sports hat. Last call for raffle tickets. Last call for raffle tickets. Tom in the Red Sox chat. The Red Sox are not trading for Joe Ryan. It's not happening. So just because Spotrac says that he got traded, which let me go look at Joe Ryan's Spotrac. Wow, Joe Ryan. Spotrac does have Joe Ryan on the Red Sox. Did they read it wrong too? So, okay. Joe Ryan's not getting traded. That's already been confirmed. There's been multiple reports. Joe Ryan is not going anywhere. Joe Ryan's not going anywhere. All right. That's where we're going to end it. I just sent the list to TV. We'll do a wheel, and we'll see. All right, we're going to spin this damn wheel. We're going to spin this damn wheel, and we're going to get on out of here. You just do Chat Sports logo. Thank you to everyone that watched the deadline coverage today. Weird deadline. Weird deadline to say. Oh, we just got more. We just got more. Give me a sec. My mom is making a push. All right. Yeah, I just added 6 more in there as well. So make sure you add those. So my mom is definitely the MVP today. Sent in $20 more. Said, Jack and Dylan, thanks for the awesome coverage of the deadline. Thank you, Dylan. Of course, you are a huge part of that. And then we're going to get out of here, guys. I'm tired. I got to do 2 videos after this. So coming up, if you're watching on our main Chat Sports channel, we're going to have winners and losers from the trade deadline. I'm going to let you in on a spoiler. The Red Sox are my #1 loser. I'm just going to be real about that. Winners and losers. And then on Red Sox, we are going to have a video breaking down the Dustin May trade and their deadline as a whole. Okay. Dylan, are you ready? All right. Spin the damn wheel. Mom, mission accomplished. My dad's finally getting a hat. But for real, my mom, she is the MVP. She's super $60 today. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that super chatted today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that subscribed. Thank you to everyone that liked. Let's just put up just a sub. Just put up like a sub for main, like just a sub weigh-in. And then we're going to get on out of here. Thank you to everyone. We had a big audience on Red Sox. I know everyone was fiending for Red Sox. Tom. The deadline is over. The Red Sox are not trading for Joe Ryan. I want them to. I would love for them to. It's not happening. Okay. I don't know what conspiracy website you're on, but it ain't real. Okay. Up-to-date MLB coverage. We are going to be live for the World Series. I'm going to try to stream some playoff games as well. So subscribe here on Chat Sports. Once this stream is over, we are going to have a stream in 23 minutes for the Hall of Fame game as well. So subscribe here on Chat Sports. And then if you're on the Red Sox channel, daily Red Sox videos around daily videos around the Boston Red Sox, including recaps after every single game. Also, Red Sox fans, the Red Sox also sent Zach Earnhardt to the Dodgers. So two prospects go to the Dodgers in return. We're going to break down all of that in today's in the video later tonight. Make sure you subscribe on our Red Sox channel. Make sure you subscribe on Chat Sports. Dylan, do you have any final parting words?
Big W for the Yankees.
And that's it. He mic drops. Thank you, Dylan. You were fantastic today. Everyone say thank you to Dylan in the chat. He absolutely killed it. And yeah, guys, that's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stick with Chat Sports. Mitchell Renz and Jeremy Chuggs are going to be live for the Hall of Fame game in the next 20 minutes. So don't miss out. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back for the World Series. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.